Welcome back, my friends, to my Ghost Stories channel. Have you ever woken up from a dream, heart pounding, drenched in fear? In the witching hours of the night, when the world is shrouded in an eerie stillness, our minds embark on a journey into the realm of dreams. Dreams, a captivating world that melds reality with the surreal. However, concealed within this beguiling realm lies a more sinister aspect, an aspect that sends tremors down our spine and accelerates our heart rate. Welcome, my friends, to the realm nightmares. They're not merely the stuff of horror films or gothic literature. They're a legitimate part of our sleep cycle. As we delve deeper into sleep, our brainwaves decelerate, our bodies unwind, and we float into the world of dreams. But occasionally, this dream world takes a malevolent turn. The images become disturbing, the scenarios horrifying, and we find ourselves ensnared in a nightmare. So what are nightmares? They're intense, vivid dreams that trigger feelings of fear, terror, distress, or anxiety. Your heart races, your palms perspire, and you wake up soaked in fear. That's the physiological response to nightmares. The elevated heart rate, the perspiring palms, it's your body's strategy for coping with the perceived threat. However, the impact of nightmares is not only physical, but also psychological. The fear, the anxiety, it remains, even after you've awakened. It can leave you feeling disturbed, tense, as though the nightmare has somehow infiltrated reality. Nightmares are undeniably a terrifying experience. However, they also provide a captivating insight into our subconscious. They expose our deepest fears, our insecurities, our anxieties. They're a portal into the abyss of our psyche, a hint of the shadowy corners of our mind. But why do we have nightmares? What function do they serve? And is there a way to prevent? These are the questions we'll be addressing as we delve deeper into the shadowy side of dreams. Nightmares, the dark side of our dreams, are a mystery we are about to unravel. Don't forget to subscribe Ghost Stories channel and click the notification bell to stay updated on new episodes. Do you know nightmares can take various forms and shapes? Just as we are unique in our ways, so are our nightmares, tailoring themselves into a perfect horror show that can chill us to the bone. Let's delve into the shadowy realm of these night terrors. One of the most common nightmares that people experience is the sensation of falling. It's a stomach-clenching, heart-racing experience that can jolt you awake. Psychologists suggest that this could be linked to feelings of insecurity or a lack of control in your waking life. Then, there are those dreams where you're being chased. It could be by a monster, a stranger, or even something you can't quite see but can definitely feel. The terror of pursuit is palpable. This type of nightmare often signifies anxiety or fear that you're avoiding in your daily life. And who can forget the classic nightmare of losing teeth? It's an unsettling dream that leaves you checking your mouth upon waking. This could represent anxiety about your appearance or fear of change in your life. There's also the nightmare of showing up late or unprepared. Perhaps you're standing in front of a crowd ready to give a speech, only to realize you've forgotten your lines. This could be a manifestation of your fear of failure or judgment. Nightmares are not just limited to these themes. They can take on a myriad of forms. You might find yourself in a labyrinth with no exit in sight, or perhaps you're in a sinking ship with water levels rising. The possibilities are as limitless as your imagination, and they can be as unique as the person dreaming them. It's important to remember that these nightmares, as terrifying as they might be, are often reflections of our inner fears and anxieties. They're not just horror shows designed to scare us, but messages from our subconscious, trying to communicate something important about our emotional state. With a myriad of forms, nightmares can become a personalized horror show. But remember, they can also serve as a mirror, reflecting our hidden fears and anxieties, allowing us to confront and overcome them in our waking lives. Ever wondered what these nightmares might be trying to tell you? Let's delve into the shadowy depths of the subconscious, where our most common nightmares reside. These chilling nocturnal narratives, as petrifying as they may be, could potentially be coded messages broadcasted from the deepest corners of our minds. It's a widely accepted theory among psychologists that nightmares are, in fact, a reflection of our deepest fears, anxieties, and experiences. They are the mind's way of processing the turmoil that we may not be addressing in our waking lives. Consider, for instance, dreams of falling. This classic nightmare scenario is believed to be linked to feelings of insecurity or a sense of losing control. Are you grappling with a situation in your life where you feel powerless? Your dreams could be echoing this sentiment. Or what about those terrifying dreams where you're being chased? Psychologists suggest that this could symbolize avoidance. Is there a problem you're running away from in reality? This nightmare could be your subconscious urging you to face it head on. Then there are those nightmares about teeth falling out. These are thought to be related to anxieties about appearance or fears of rejection. Perhaps you're feeling insecure about how others perceive you. And let's not forget the ever-unsettling dreams of showing up somewhere important only to realize you're completely unprepared or worse, stark naked. These could indicate feelings of vulnerability or unpreparedness in some aspect of your life. But remember, everyone's dream language is unique. What might symbolize anxiety for one person could represent a completely different emotion for another. It all depends on the individual's personal experiences and emotional state. While deciphering the unknown terrains of our nightmares can be daunting, it can also be an enlightening journey. It's like holding up a mirror to our innermost fears and anxieties, and daring to look straight into it, unflinching. While these interpretations are not set in stone, they provide a fascinating insight into the possible meanings of our nightmares. Can we draw parallels between our waking life and the horror of our nightmares? Let's ponder upon this thought. You see, nightmares are not just random terror-inducing concoctions of our mind, they are often deeply intertwined with our conscious reality. Our mind, as it wanders in the realm of sleep, picks up fragments from our daily lives and weaves them into narratives. These narratives, when under the influence of stress, fear, or anxiety, take the form of nightmares. Consider this: if you've been grappling with a fear of failing at work, you might find yourself being chased by a monstrous boss in your nightmare. Or let's say you're anxious about a loved one's health. Your dreams might portray them in dire conditions. These are not mere coincidences, but reflections of our real-life concerns being played out in the theater of our subconscious. However, it's essential to remember that these parallels are often distorted. The subconscious mind is not a rational entity. It thrives on emotions, symbolism, and abstraction. It picks up your fear of failure and paints it as a ferocious beast. Your anxiety about a loved one's health becomes a life-threatening scenario. Our dreams, especially our nightmares, are not literal translations of our waking lives, but emotional and symbolic representations. In the same vein, reoccurring nightmares can be indicative of unresolved issues or persistent fears in our lives. They are like an alarm bell, signaling that something needs our attention. In some ways, our nightmares can act as a guide. They can highlight the fears and anxieties we may not be consciously aware of or are choosing to ignore. By understanding the parallels between our nightmares and our waking lives, we can address these issues more effectively. So, are our nightmares terrifying? Absolutely. Are they meaningless? Far from it. They're a reflection of our fears, anxieties, and concerns, albeit in a distorted, dramatized form. Our nightmares, it seems, can be a distorted mirror of our realities. Nightmares, a universal experience, can be as complex as they are terrifying. As we delve into the final chapter of our exploration, we draw together the threads of our discussion, weaving a tapestry that reflects the chilling yet fascinating world of nightmares. We've traversed the shadowy landscape of the dream world, where we've encountered the many faces of nightmares, from the hauntings of spectral apparitions to the heart-pounding chase scenes that leave us gasping for breath. These night terrors come in all shapes and sizes. We explored the enigmatic nature of these nocturnal visions, attempting to decode the cryptic messages that they often carry. Nightmares can be a mirror, reflecting our deepest fears and anxieties. They can be a window, offering a glimpse into the unresolved issues that simmer beneath our conscious awareness. From the cobweb-filled corners of our subconscious, nightmares bring forth the things we bury deep within. The unspoken worries, the unexpressed emotions, the unresolved conflicts all find their voice in the eerie silence of the night. Our journey also took us through the intriguing parallels between nightmares and our waking life. The dream world isn't detached from reality but intertwined with it, reflecting our thoughts, emotions, and experiences in its own unique, distorted way. The shadowy figure that chases you in your nightmare may represent a problem you're running away from in your waking life. The teeth falling out in your dream could symbolize a sense of powerlessness or loss of control. Every nightmare carries its own message, waiting to be deciphered. As we draw the curtains on this exploration of the night's frights, let's not forget the power they hold. Nightmares, while unsettling, can be a tool for self-discovery and growth. They are the dark messengers of our subconscious mind, whispering secrets that we might otherwise ignore. So as we bid adieu, remember, understanding our nightmares can be the first step towards conquering them. Embrace the darkness, listen to its whispers, and you may just find the light on the other side.